Hello everyone, and welcome back to Global Bike Trends Update. Hey, I'm your name, and today we're diving into a beast of a machine, the 2025 Honda CBX 1000. This is one of those bikes that blends legacy, power, engineering flair, and nostalgia, but reimagined for modern riders. If you love big engines, bold design, and a throwback with modern usability, stick around, because this bike has a lot to unpack. From the start, the CBX 1000 has always been iconic. Originally released in the late 70s and early 80s, it gained a cult following for its six-cylinder engine, wide stance, and muscular performance. The 2025 version takes that legend and refines it, updating what needs updating, while keeping what made the CBX so desirable in the first place. At its heart is a six-cylinder inline engine, one of the rarest and most exotic layouts in motorcycling. The original used air cooling, twin overhead cams, and 24 valves, while the new version adds electronic fuel injection, modern cooling solutions, and upgraded internals to improve both reliability and responsiveness. A smooth 5 or 6-speed transmission keeps the power flowing, while braking hardware has been significantly improved with dual front discs, a strong rear disc, and ABS to match today's safety expectations. The suspension has been modernized as well, with stiffer forks and a more advanced rear setup that delivers both long ride comfort and sharper control when pushing hard. On the performance side, the CBX is all about smooth power delivery. The six-cylinder layout means torque is available throughout the rev range, while high RPMs unlock the true scream of the engine. The original CBX was capable of producing over 100 horsepower at around 9,000 revolutions per minute, with a 0 to 100 km/h sprint in about 4 seconds and a top speed close to 225 km/h. The 2025 version benefits from modern tuning, fuel mapping, and lighter internals, so expect more responsive acceleration and more consistent performance across conditions. With its curb weight in the 260 to 270 kg range, this bike is no lightweight, but improved frame rigidity, better suspension geometry, and high grip tires mean it feels more planted and controllable than the classic model ever did. Modern brakes and electronics add another level of confidence to a machine that was once considered a bit wild. Of course, fuel consumption is never the strong suit of a six-cylinder motorcycle, but thanks to fuel injection and better engine management, the 2025 CBX should be more efficient than the original. A tank capacity around 20 liters ensures decent range, making it more practical for longer trips. Design has always been one of the strongest selling points of the CBX, and Honda hasn't shied away from leaning into its heritage. The 6 exhaust pipes, A3 on each side, they are iconic, and the wide engine gives the bike its unmistakable presence. Chrome and polished metal details are abundant, the fuel tank is broad and muscular, and the silhouette screams retro muscle with a modern twist. Expect a mix of heritage paint schemes such as red, black, or silver, along with possible special editions. The seat is long and supportive, offering space for both rider and passenger, and ergonomics have been tuned for a balance of comfort and sportiness. Up front, the headlamp may be a modern LED unit styled to recall the classic round look, while the instrument cluster likely blends analog character with digital functionality for a nostalgic yet practical feel. Additional modern touches like LED tail lighting, improved mirrors, and even charging ports bring the bike firmly into the 2020s. Now let's talk about price. Rest toward classic CBX 1000s often sell on the vintage market for $15,000 to $20,000, and sometimes even higher for pristine examples. A new production bike in 2025, with updated technology and premium positioning, will demand more. A realistic estimate puts it somewhere in the $25,000 to $35,000 range, depending on market and options. In markets with higher import duties and taxes, the price will be significantly more, positioning the CBX as a premium, almost collectible motorcycle rather than a mainstream option. So what makes the 2025 Honda CBX 1000 unique in today's crowded market? First, the six-cylinder engine itself, the sound, the smoothness, the mechanical complexity, and the pure character are unlike anything else you'll ride. Second, it strikes a perfect balance of legacy and modern tech, blending nostalgia with real usability. Third, it's a visual showstopper. This is a bike that turns heads whether it's parked or roaring down the road. Fourth, it carries prestige. Owning one isn't just about riding, it's about joining a community of enthusiasts who appreciate one of Honda's boldest engineering statements. Finally, the bike has been designed with longer rides in mind. With improved ergonomics and vibration damping, it's more practical than the original, making it not just a weekend toy but a potential touring partner for those who dare. Of course, no machine is perfect. The CBX is heavy, and that will always be noticeable in city traffic or during slow maneuvers. Maintenance will be more complex than a typical four-cylinder bike, with extra valves, carbs or injectors, and exhaust pipes to worry about. Fuel consumption will remain higher than average, and the price will keep it out of reach for many riders. But for those who value uniqueness, presence, and engineering artistry, these compromises are part of the package. In short, the 2025 Honda CBX 1000 is a motorcycle with soul. It's bold, powerful, and unapologetically different, carrying the DNA of a legend while adapting to the needs of modern riders. It's not for everyone, but for those who want a statement bike, a collector's dream, and a performance machine with character, the CBX offers a truly special experience. Thanks for watching Global Bike Trends Update. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Honda CBX 1000, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you ride a 6-cylinder Honda today? Do you think the balance of heritage and modern updates is right? Let me know below. And as always, ride safe, ride bold, and I'll catch you in the next update.